Hello everyone and welcome to the Money Man. Now today I've got a very special video because it's featuring a fantastic banknote that is really difficult to get hold of at a sensible price at the moment. And if you've read the title, you've already guessed what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the very special, the fantastic, the incredible Romanian 100 lei commemorative banknote, which was produced late in 2018. And before I talk about this banknote, before I show you, I just need to give a big shout out to my Romanian friend Cosmin, who managed to source this banknote at a very good price for me. So Cosmin, once again, thank you so much for helping me out with this. Okay, now that's out of the way, let's get right into it. So this is the banknote I have for you today. And as you can see, it is a special commemorative polymer banknote. Now if you want to get hold of one of these at the moment, you're going to be paying around $200 US. That's right, $200 US, and that is much more than the price that the National Bank of Romania was selling this commemorative banknote. Now the reason why it's so expensive is because there were only 10,000 pieces produced, and you can see from the design of the banknote it is a very desirable, very beautiful banknote, and the demand just massively outstripped the supply. So that's why the price of this banknote has inflated so much. Like I said before, I didn't pay anywhere near $200 US for this, so I'm very fortunate. But for you, if you want it, look at the prices on eBay. They are scary, but it's in very limited quantities. So unfortunately, you've got to try and you've got to know people to get hold of this. Now, I've talked a little bit about the price. I'm going to try and do as much justice to this banknote as possible because there is a lot going on here. Please do, be kind to me if I fudge the pronunciation of some of the names. I do apologize. I'm not great at Romanian, but I'll do my best because there's a lot going on here. Right, so the banknote. First, you can see we've got two prominent characters on the front here. We've got King Ferdinand I, okay, and just behind him is his wife, Queen Maria, okay. Now you can see just to the left of them we've got 1918 to 2018. So we're celebrating an event that happened just over 100 years ago, which is why it's quite fitting that this is a 100 lei note. So the denomination reflects that this is a centenary event. And if you think about 1918, obviously that's a very important year in European history because that's the end of the First World War. And that is pretty much why this banknote has come into being, because it's celebrating an event that occurs just after the First World War. So what we've got is obviously, like I said, we've got the reigning monarchs on the front at the time. And they're gazing towards this image here, which is actually an image from 1918. And they're actually looking at what is called the Great National Assembly in Alba Iulia, which took place on the 1st of December in 1918. And you can also see that we've got the coat of arms of Romania just represented in the top left as well, which is a really nice addition. Now, if we look at the just a little bit further down, you can see just in the clear window, we've also got Romania, and you can see we've got a nice sort of reflective image, a kind of a ghostly image of the monarchs of the time, and it looks really nice, like a classic photo that was taken in 1918. It really has a nice feel to it. If you could actually see it in person, you'd know exactly what I mean. But it just looks like a photo of the time. It's really interesting. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin it around and look at the back. Now, if we look at the back, you can see that the theme of history and sort of photographing those historical events is represented really heavily in this banknote. And the great thing about this is that it actually looks like it's been taken from a photograph of the time. And what we're actually looking at is the royal cortege in Bucharest on the 1st of December 1918. And we've also got the mace of King Ferdinand as well in this banknote. And one of the really cool things about this, which I really like, is that what it represents, these four women, you can see these four women are sort of together but they're looking outwards. and they basically resemble four women from the four different regions of Romania that were united by this great event in 1918. We've got the regions of Bessarabia, we've got Romania, Transylvania, and Bukovina, and each one of these women represents one of those regions. And it's really quite interesting because what happened in 1918, you have the defeat of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and this creates an opportunity for Romanian-speaking peoples to actually unite into what was the Kingdom of Romania then. So what King Ferdinand actually manages to do, he actually manages to vastly increase the size of Romanian territory because of this great assembly that happens in 1918. So what this banknote basically represents is the unification of Romanian peoples into one true country, and that's why it's so important and very momentous. So that's essentially what this banknote is about. It's about the foundation of modern Romania. So it's really, really nice. It's really, really special. And I really love the layout of the banknote. I love the sort of ghostly images that have been incorporated that represent these momentous events that happened. I love the clear window that goes right through the side of the note, and this sort of like ghostly, timely image of the monarchs. It's really, really fantastic. And I think that, you know, contemporary Romanian banknotes are really, really nice. They're really good. And I've done another video featuring an entire set of the current generation, which they're up there as some of the best polymer notes in my opinion. But this one just hits the ball out of the park. It's absolutely fantastic. Normally I don't really care for blue in banknotes, but this one, you can probably hear from my voice that it ticks all the boxes for me. And I'm just going to leave it up there for you guys to just look at. Just admire it because the detail is just exquisite. There are a few more other factors in this banknote that I haven't really mentioned because I don't want to butcher too much of the pronunciation. But that's what we've got. It does come in a folder, which I have here, which again sort of gives you a preview of what is on the banknote. Basically, many of the images that are in the banknote are just enlarged and placed onto the folder. And if we open it up, you can see we've got Ferdinand I right there, and the banknote sits in the middle here. I've removed it from its plastic because you've got to be wary of these folders sometimes. Sometimes the plastic that they sit in is actually not good for the banknote and it can damage them. I don't know if that's the case with this, but just as a precaution I've taken it out and I've put it in its own specially designed sleeve. And then you can see Queen Maria right here, and they're sort of gazing at each other, which I think is a really cool thing. And then if we look at the back, basically we've got what this banknote is about, represented in English and Romanian. If you want to pause the video and take a look, you are more than welcome to do so. And then again, we've got a bit more on the back with a nice royal coat of arms there. So that's what I have for you today. Fantastic banknote. I feel very lucky to have this. I'm thinking of getting it verified, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. And let me know what you would do in the comments. Would you get this? Would you send this off to PMG and get it verified? Or do you think I should keep it as is in the folder? Because if I sell this in the future, you know, a lot of collectors don't like, you know, verified banknotes. They want them just like this. So, you know, am I taking a risk by getting it verified? You know, just let me know what you think. But that's what I have for you today. Absolutely fantastic banknote. So happy to have this. I will not be selling this for a long time. So yeah, that's what I have for you. If you want to see more Romanian banknotes, just hang on to the end of this video, and it should pop up another video that gives you a link to another video that I did on the current generation of Romanian banknotes. Like, subscribe, you know, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. It's the Money Man signing out for now. Bye bye.